Hey folks, welcome back. So you just caught me dealing with hazard protection. It just wouldn't be one of my streams unless I was dealing with something like that. So you know it is really me, not AI. So in my defense, I was setting up the technical stuff, see, and I really wasn't paying attention to the game. And I might have forgotten to pause said game. But wow, this storm is like raging on. This is like a longer than your average storm. Alright, give me a moment here to finish setting up technical stuff. And guys, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that would be super appreciated. Testing, testing. Sweet. There, the storm finally ended. Yay. Yeah, good stuff. Alright guys, I will just kind of briefly show what I was doing after we got off last week. So I finished the bridge out, I went ahead and put the railings down, but I found a design I liked a little bit more, because I kept kind of going back and forth in between. It didn't look right to me, it just wasn't my feng shui. So I ripped part of them down, and I rebuilt them both. And I redid the wiring. So now this is more like what I like. This is more of the cables. And the proper, you know, angles and all that. So yeah, I just think that came out, you know, 10 times better. They were built the same way. The cables were placed the same way as I did it the very first time in last week's video. I just, it was too tall. So I'll kind of show you real quick what I did there. Actually, I'm going to wait on that. I'll get into all that after I do the intro. So yeah, I kind of played with the bridge a little bit more. Got a product I'm happy with. And then I left this one open just so you guys could kind of see how I laid the roof and stuff. Oh, and by the way, these teleporters are giving me hissy fits. So we're gonna play with those later too. Basically this bridge, believe it or not, is too long for the short range teleporters. That's pretty freaking short range. I mean, it's all within a base. It's all on the same bridge. Like, I don't know. It's not long range enough for me. Honestly, anywhere within your base, those teleporters should be able to connect. So, that being said, it doesn't. But I will show you kind of like a sort of workaround for it. Kind of annoying to have to do it, but you know, it is what we have to work with. Okay, and remember I said I didn't know how I wanted to cap off the end of the bridge, you know, if I wanted that to be a structure. But yeah, I found like a bubble design that I really fell in love with, so I'm going to kind of show the build steps on that as well. It'll be a lot of fun. And honestly, I'm not going to keep these. That was just kind of like one of my many brain children trying to figure out how I wanted to run the electrical and the piping for the digging machines. So yeah, these, no. Those can go. Okay, and you see I have the floor ripped out here. See, I just want to show you guys all the build steps, because honestly, I thought they came out super cool. Okay, so when we left off, I didn't have a structure built here yet. Actually, let me just go ahead and finish deleting all this so that I can do a proper intro. And yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I should have just went right into God mode. Don't know why I didn't. Okay, that can go. Alright. Huh, I forgot I hid pipe up there. I never would have known if I hadn't deleted those walls. Okay, so this is about where we left off last week. Before I started fooling around with the designs there. Whoops, that was actually just right. Alright folks, I will do a real quick intro here and then we're going to get into some building action. Welcome back folks, Level Up Royal here with you once again, and guys, it's time to kind of finish out this bridge. I tweaked it a little and I'll show you that here in just a moment, but I did finish it out as well with railing, came out beautiful. And then on the end here, I did find a way to make a good solid design that I was happy with to kind of cap off the end of the bridge here. And guys, you probably remember some digging machines being out this way. So basically, it's more or less where I left off with y'all. I just wanted to get rid of the machines. So without any further ado, let's build. Alright guys, diving right in. I'm going to finish the bridge since, that was kind of my baby pet project or whatever last week. And I know I took you through a few different designs and I kept thinking I liked each one. But really at the end of the day, what it really boiled down to was I had the tower too tall. That's why I really didn't like anything I was looking at. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and go into God mode here. So now we are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wall sections going up. So I went ahead and, I dropped down the back end too, and I did the exact same thing, and I'll show you what that turned out to look like. Now the cables were placed the exact same way. There was no difference in cable spacing. I did it the very first way I showed y'all in the stream last week, kind of using that one center point here and then crossovers. So again, it was just throwing me off because it was just a little bit too tall and I just wasn't feeling it. Not only that, I really didn't like the way the top plates sat. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did to reconcile that. I actually widened it just slightly. So I'll show you, hopefully you can see the color changes here. I've got a build there and an overlapping build there. So like these overlap right here. And then of course just a free-floating standalone there. It was just too wide if I put another build completely on the end. And it was just too skinny if I didn't add that half. And I did try placing the small builds and they work. But you're placing extra builds and it was just quicker and easier to do it this way. So anyway, I did build that the exact same way. And I'll go ahead and dismantle one side so you can see how that starts. And I went to my alloy, my favorite, for counterweight look. Okay, and then I point towards center. So on the back end, I make sure the grain goes parallel to my viewpoint. Just like that, I'm going to go back 3 builds. I think I only did 2 last time. So yeah, this is definitely a bigger design. And then to get this pesky overlap, you have to place a couple of smalls. Wait a minute. You have to delete one of the smalls. Then you can place that overlap build. And then all the rest place thereafter. And then here, that overlaps just like that. Okay, that should be far enough in. The other ones should cover up that gap. So yeah, we're good. Alright guys, and since, I showed the build steps, I'll just kind of show you it all worked out the same on the other side over here. Yeah, man. I just realized that went in backwards. There we go. Oh, I see. That was trying to overlap again. I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. Okay, and at some point these will come to a perfect point out here in the middle. Come on, baby. Magic pixel, I'm telling you. Uh-oh. Now, why isn't that... I know what I did wrong. Stand by. I didn't do the same steps coming in from the other side. See how that overlaps with that? It's kind of like set back a little bit. Yeah, we got to do the exact same thing over here. So I will place that one because I know that's right. And then the one in front of that needs to overlap. Oh, there it is right there. Then that'll set right where it should, and that comes to a perfect point. And I think we're golden, guys. That's how I constructed it, and I'll just kind of back out and show you exactly how that looks now and why I liked it better, because now you have a little bit of overhang in the front and a little bit of overhang in the back. I didn't have to like choose back or front. So it just, it was my way. It was just like, oh yeah, now I'm feeling it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely more happy with that. Not only that, the wider design fits better with the wider pillars. So I was definitely all about it. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and fly back over to my bridge, and I'm going to put my graphics up because y'all know me and my graphics. I think they are awesome. Uh-oh, I'm not going to make it. Yikes! So close. I was just thinking of like, what should my penalty be tonight when I do that? Like take fall damage, or let myself suffocate, or let myself take storm damage, any kind of self-harm. There needs to be a penalty. Alright. Now I'm going to bump over to decor. And my wonder projector. Oh yeah. And I'll center that right in the middle of this like little spaceship looking design that the builds made when they placed. Hey, No Man's Sky, why don't we have a starship that looks like that? Okay, so I like to scale that up all the way. And unfortunately I gotta fly up there now so I can actually place the hologram that I want. Shark bait! Hoo ha ha! Alright, there's shark bait. So now he should be facing the center of the bridge, and so he is. Look at that, no self-harm. And there's shark bait. Hoo ha ha! Okay, and since I gotta fly my happy butt up there anyway. Okay, I do want to go into God mode there to place that, however. Because it's hard to line it up when you're standing there to find center. Perfect. Actually, I have idea. My brain is hatching babies. Stand by. I wonder what that would look like with a signal booster. Oh, I can't resize that? Boo! Okay, so I guess I'll put it like that. Or maybe recessed back just a little bit more, because it's going to be higher up too. So maybe I'll try to find like a bottom line of that design. Okay, now I'll place my wonder projector. And guys, these are tough to center. I am not gonna lie. So I want to be facing forward toward the other side there, and I am. Make sure that's lined up, you know, straight away. Whoops. Come on, baby. My toggle is on a hair trigger, I am telling you. Wow, it is all over the place. I can't adjust it like I might have. Oh, got it. Okay, that's good enough. So now I'll try to center that. Right over that. And then I'll scale up. Pow. Okay, it might not be exact, but it's going to be pretty freaking close. So once again, guys, shark bait. Hoo ha ha. And we are in business. Oh yeah, I like that better. It's higher up. It's pronounced more. Oh yeah. Hopefully I can get away with one more. Let's see here. Hey, Arnav, I think I'm saying that right. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. You caught me just in time to finish out our bridges here, and then I'm going to get to work on capping off the end of the bridge, and that's going to be a very unique build. I've been working on that design for some time now, so I hope you all like it. Okay, get rid of shark bait, hoo ha ha. And signal booster, bye bye. And again, I'll try to find that line down there. It's not perfect, but right about there. And once again, my favorite thing in the whole game, wonder projector. Okay, that'll be good enough. Go ahead and scale that bad boy all the way up. Just like so. And last time, shark bait, hoo ha ha. Alright. I am happy. Now I can always delete the signal booster, you know, if I decide I don't want the orange beam sticking up from the bridges anymore. I'll look at it for a while and I'll make a decision later. But for now, guys, the bridge is finally done. So, why did we build a bridge? We built a bridge because there are resources out here. The deep mineral miners, whatever. The diggers is what I call them, the digging machines. So anyway, yeah, I had a couple of platforms, you know, I didn't have the railings or anything yet. I was just trying to size up, you know, exactly what I wanted this to look like as far as the flooring went. Not only that, I stepped out here a little ways with my scanner. And I tried to find, you know, find a nice, close, almost max percentage hotspot here at the end. And you can see I'm 56, 58, right? I mean, it's close enough, right? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just call that good enough. And I actually need to go ahead and get rid of the railing here. Again, I was just kind of experimenting, playing around with different designs, and All that fun stuff. Now, guys, I came up with a design for the digging machines to be combined with the silos, the storage silos. So I'll get to that in just a second here. I need to water the horses. Good stuff. So I think I started with the supply depot. And I put that right in the back here. Centered, you know, as best as I could. And you can look at the feet too to really make sure that you zero in on what that center is. That's pretty freaking close. And then I bounced over to the digging machines and I put 2 down. One on either side of that, so to speak. Like I pretty much edged it all the way at the end here. Just like that. And as far left as I could get my cursor but still be on the platform. So just like that. Pow! Then the other one over here just like it. Pow! So now that kind of... nuts! Okay, I forgot what the penalty was going to be. I think I was going to try to say a really hard word to say on a live stream. And I have just the word, by the way. I tried it last week, and I know I didn't say it right. So I'm going to try to do a better job this week. But before I do anything, I'm going to plug these holes so I don't keep doing that. And I know that doesn't line up. You know, I'm not keeping these. It's just kind of there temporarily. Well, I might keep them. I don't know. We'll make a decision later. If I do, I'll fix it. So the green is the way I want. Alright. Yeah, the word, the name. So check this out. How in the world do you pronounce this dude's name? Tamizi Nirazi. Tamisi. Wait, Tamizai. Tamizai. Narazi. I'm pretty sure I got the second word right. The first word is what's tripping me up. I'm going to go with Tamizi. Tamizi. But again, will I remember that when I take fall damage? Alright guys, so again, this opens up a little cavity in here so I can actually place another silo, or 2 even, if I really wanted. The extra storage, you know, I can do that. And it just kind of makes it all like one little boxed unit. And I just like it because it's compact and it actually looks more legit. Okay, so you might have to go God mode to place that, so that your cursor is kind of pointing down and you can get that green lit on the wood build down there somewhere below it. So right there, boom. And then, you know, if you really wanted to, again, you can go one more here. Just right out in front. Just like that. So I'll show you from a bit of a distance now what that's going to look like. So now the 2 digging machines are $250 each. That's 500 stored, and then each silo is 1,000. So that's 3,500 worth of storage right there. If you do the same thing on the other side, that's going to make it 7,000 for the system. If I put another silo or 2 up, you know, by the base just for easier collection, that's pushing almost 10,000. You know, it's almost a full stack of cobalt. Not a bad deal. And the thing that I like about it is it looks like one unit when it's all, you know, meshed together like that. Oh yeah. The only bad thing about this, I'll admit, is trying to connect them all. Now, theoretically, they should all fuse anyway because they're right next to each other, and whether you connect them with piping or not, they fuse. At least that's the problem I have in my gold farms, so theoretically I shouldn't have to connect them all. But I don't know that until we actually get it done, so For now, I just won't wire all of them. I'm just going to wire the front one to the back one. All the way to the back. And then I'm going to wire that same back one. Make sure that actually hit the silo there and nothing else. I'll go ahead and put that to the digging machine, just like so. Do the exact same thing on the other side. Again, make sure it connects to the silo here on the outside. And then other digging machine, just like that. So now this whole system theoretically should be connected, even though I don't actually have anything connected to that center silo. Alright guys, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side here. Might as well stay in God mode while I'm at it. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to show you the difference. So this was where the hot spot was, and guys, it's okay. Like, as long as you're still relatively close to the site, you're still going to get something out of the deal. It just takes longer to collect. But not so bad that I wouldn't place these. It's only 2 digging machines, you know, it's minimal materials. Still 21%, that's still going to collect. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that and go ahead and put another complete bundle. I'll call this a bundle. Like bundling home and auto, you know. It's Gecko, by the way. Okay, so make sure that sucker is centered. Booyah. Again with my machines. What is going on here? I'm like stuck in that railing or something. Oh, I didn't have a railing on the other side, that's right. Go ahead and get rid of all that. Whoops. Alright. Get her done. As far to the outside as I can do it. Oh, I almost fell off, guys. I was almost going to say the name which will not be spoken again. Okay, that's pretty doggone level, even, etc. So now I got to jump into God mode so I can look down upon my crevice. My crevasse. Okay, and that is just about perfectly centered. Nice. Last but not least. Whoops. Hair trigger, I'm telling you. It's like if you sneeze, the game knows. Alright guys, I'm going to connect all the supply piping exactly the same way. So front of this one, back of that one, and then the side of that. So the digging machine. Make sure it's actually hitting the digging machine. And then this side the exact same way. I'm going to start one here. And to the side of that silo. So now these should all theoretically once again be connected. Alright. From here... I'm going to not suffocate. Now guys, from here, as far as the building goes, this is where it got very, very tricky. I did like having the actual design here. I really enjoyed that. But I didn't like how the bridge just ended back here with no structural support, nothing to look like it was holding it up. So then I thought, well, how about like a pillar idea? But I didn't like that either. It was just too big. It was too intrusive. So yeah, we're going to show you guys the building steps now to really kind of narrow that at an angle going down. And guys, I already went out and dug a whole bunch of dirt. We all know how I feel about doing that menial task in a video game. But it had to be done, so I'm a trooper and I got it done. And I'm going to go ahead and spin the sucker around and round. So I like the archways for walking through into this build. And then believe it or not, I'm actually going to go for the windowed concrete because I really liked how it looked while I was standing in here. It looked pretty legit. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that window look. And I stay with the stone. I really wish there was a nice window wall for the stone builds, like more visible. You know, more comparable to the wooden. Because, like, I really like that. Don't get me wrong. This is the best. Like, I mean, it's kind of the best. We all know that it, you know, does that stupid ribbed thing at the top, which actually ruins the window. But, yeah, I don't know. I just really liked this here in this little room. So I'm definitely going to go with that. And guys, going back over to the stone builds, I'm going to do the skylights. I'm actually going to do these all the way around. And actually, God mode might speed this up just a little bit. So yeah, all the way around here. Going up off of every wall piece. And I know they're going to overlap, and that's totally okay. You'll see what this looks like here when I'm done placing them all. If I can find my sweet spot there. Or do I already have one there? Oh, I might have already placed. I already placed one. Okay, so anyway, this is completely sealed. You saw it just kind of said enter your base. And I'm definitely in a structure, so, you know, whatever's going on out here, that's why I wanted this capped. That was absolutely the main reason, so that when you're crossing the bridge in a storm, by the time you get all the way out here, you know, you're able to recharge. You don't have to worry about, like, consuming sodium or batteries or anything of that nature. And not only that, I just think it looked really cool. Like, I couldn't have been happier with the look of it all. From inside even, that kind of overlapped triangle look. It was geometric and I just fell in love with it. So there it is, guys. Now I told you I was going to make a decision. And I think I am actually going to keep the small triangles instead of just making this straight all the way to the end, because that's an awful big opening there. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So what I originally wanted to do was place these. Which is cool, you know, don't get me wrong, I like it. It works. But by the time you get the railings in here, it just doesn't look right anymore. It's like there's too much of a gap. And there's really no way to fill that in with railing, you know, without making it look bad. So, yeah, that just wasn't for me for that reason. I mean, does it work? You can't walk through it, so it's not like it's not functional. So yes, it is functional. Matter of fact, maybe I'll just leave it alone for now, and I can always go back to the triangle look later. But I'll show you what that actually looked like. And just to make sure it looks right. So the railings flare out. And then I just simply filled them in with the remainder. And it goes right into the machines. So yeah, to me that's legit too. Like I could go either way, to be honest. I don't know, maybe I should take a poll here on this. Whether or not you guys are catching this live, you know, if you're watching the recorded version, maybe you could just leave me a comment and tell me left Twix, which is the flare, you know, the 52 pieces of flare. And then right Twix would be kind of like the open bridge design. And of course I want to make sure that's finished off nice and pretty. Alright, moving on from that. So that's the structure. Now the underneath, guys, that's going to be a challenge. You're actually going to have to rip some of these builds up to make this happen. So you're going to have to get rid of both of these flooring pieces. And we're going to go in with... how did I do this? A half piece? It doesn't matter which way it goes. And then, you know, this is just going to be a dummy build. We're going to put it back the way it was. But for now, just go ahead and get this in there. And again, this is just going to strictly be a dummy build. And we're going to put the triangle pieces back in there too, so just go ahead and rip those out so we have room to work here. And then from there, guys, we just have to get... And again, these are just dummy builds. These are not going to stay, so it doesn't matter how the grain goes. All these are getting ripped out in the center here. Okay, so that's that. Now, before I actually place the wall builds to those, I'm going to go for, once again, it's going to be the sloped idea, so it's going to basically be the roof, only upside down and underneath, and it's not going to be the glass. It could be the glass. Ooh, my brain is hatching more babies. Brain babies! But you know what, I don't think that's going to work, because by the time you put... Hold on a second, I'm going to just try something, because if this actually, you know, works out, it would be quite cool. Okay, so I could make that... Whoops, doggone it. But now, could you even see down into there? I mean, a little. Nah, not really enough to make it all worth the trouble. Plus, you'd see the understructure through the glass, and yeah, I'm not feeling that. Okay, yeah, scratch all that. It was cooler in my head. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to go that route. Okay, so anyway, I'm getting back to the underneath, looking upside down and, you know, mirrored to the top. Instead of using the glass builds over here in the stone, which would be that, the skylight, I'm going to use the stone roof panel and use the flat straight one, because I tried it with the curved and it just did not look good. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to go the hard panel here. Now, you're going to have to really pay attention to the shadowing. The shadowing is going to be your best friend when you're placing these, but once again, guys, you're going to go to every single stone build, wall build. Oop, I had it. So, you know, that might be real tough for y'all to see with the storm going on. Actually, maybe I'll go God mode and show, like, from the underneath here. It might actually be a little bit easier to follow what I'm doing. Okay, so just like that. And do that all the way around. Whoop, had it. The magic pixel, I say it all the time. Wow, I hit that one super quick. Alright, so now the bottom should look like that. Booyah. Okay, but we're not quite done yet. Now we have to put walls in. And guys, these are going to stay exactly where we build them. So we're going to be using the big walls down here, and these are going to the floor pieces, the dummy floor pieces that we've built. So one there, and let's make sure I place those right. Okay, yep, good to go. And then hopefully you can see, you know, what I'm doing better from this angle. Just like that, like that, like that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, very freaking cool. So now all those dummy floor builds that we've already placed, those need to get ripped out. So let's go ahead and do just that. Now we can put the other flooring back in. And guys, I had kind of a hard time like lining these back up because there's so many builds in there it wants to snap to now. So I did have a tough time getting these back in, but I got them in there, you know, just took some wiggling around, you know, with the cursor and trying to find good angles and stuff to hit them. But they should just start going right to the floor build that I'm standing on, for sure. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't go there. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. Those need to be square builds. So yeah, go ahead and put your 2 big floor pieces back in. Come on, Poppy. Come on. Come on. Magic Pixel. I am calling your name. There it is. Wow, those were real tough to place. Okay, but I got them back in there. You might want to rip the roof off so you can see in there better. Put the roof back down later, but so now I can bump over to the big triangles, and hopefully that'll latch right on out to my new floor builds. Okay, there we go. So now, of course, I want the green to be right, and that is. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's wanting to connect everywhere else. Maybe I'll try the other side here. There it is. Okay, good to go. So on the other side, exact same way, guys. Okay, I'll do the sides first because those are easier to find snap points for. Whoop, had it. Had it, lost it. Alright, so now it's like that substructure isn't even there. It looks exactly the way it did before. Booyah. So once you got that all squared away, guys, and you've got your flooring back in and all of your grain is making you happy. Honestly, I'm kind of digging the open look. But I'm kind of digging that look too. Like, I like them both. I don't know, again, you know, let me know in comments which way I should go, left or right. That's left, the flare. Open way is the right. Alright guys, now that I've got the flooring in, I'm going to do the rest of the substructure. I'm going to go ahead and get back into build mode here. Break out the big wall pieces first. Go into God mode and just go ahead and continue on with the exact wall places that I have in the substructure, and I'm going to go all the way down, and I'm going to go far enough into the water. You know, it looks like it's secured down there, but not all the way because I'm wasting materials. That's probably good enough. That might actually be overkill. In fact, if I start getting low on silicate powder, guess who's going to be breaking builds? Because I am not digging more dirt tonight. I had enough of that fun. I don't know if those are even. Almost. One more. Alright guys, now I'm going to switch over to the small and exact same type of party. If I can figure out how to get it to match up to the floor build anyway. Oh wow, seriously? I was able to do this yesterday, see? Huh. Wow, it doesn't want me to snap to any of those. Okay, well I might have to just go ahead and put some dummy builds down. Yeah, if I'm having a problem, you're probably having a problem, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll just slap a floor piece in the center here. Whoops, a big one, preferably. And then small triangles. Cap off the ends. You don't need to worry about grain, because they're just dummy builds. Come on, baby. How is that not snapping? So there's my dummy builds. Okay, now I can place the walls the way I need them. There's always a way in this game. And actually, before I keep, you know, expanding that, going down, I'm going to quickly try to rip out some of those dummy builds and see if it'll actually... Whoops. What just happened there? And see if it'll let me continue down with the wall pieces. It should, because like I said, I did this just yesterday. And I was having a blast, and it was a party. And now it is raining on my parade. Yeah, wow, it just doesn't want me to go down with these small builds. I had no problem whatsoever yesterday with this. Or maybe it was a couple of days ago now. That could... Yeah, it's probably a couple of days ago now. I think it was Friday when I was playing around with this. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll go ahead and put the dummy builds back in there. And I guess we'll just have to keep doing that all the way down, which is going to be a major waste of materials. Really? There we go. I say it all the time, they really need a better building mechanic in this game. I am getting very tired of fighting pixels. I call it my pixel fight. Lure versus the pixel. Right now the pixel is winning. It's ridiculous. This should never be. Magic pixel! Yay! Man, if I'm gonna have to do that all the way down, like... Why will it just not let me place the wall? You know what, this is gonna take all night if I keep having to do this one layer at a time, since I already know the bottom is where I need to be. I know I can build up, so I'm gonna put my dummy builds at the bottom of those two and do it that way. Because I just feel silly. And it doesn't matter if you use wood or stone. I don't know why I keep going back to the wood. It doesn't really matter. Oh wait, I need a big floor piece first. Okay, just like so. Nuts. There we go. Oh, what kind of animal is that? I don't know if I've scanned that. I have not scanned that. That is a really cool freaking fish. Is that it? Yeah, I'm missing one scan on this planet, then I got them all. And let's see what that is. Uncommon, underground, always active. So I need to go cave diving if I want that last scan. Interesting to see what it would be, though. Hey, Sonny, welcome. Good to see you. Happy you could join. You caught me. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm swimming and I'm getting scans of new creatures. I might even try to hologram that one. That was actually pretty freaking cool. It almost looks like a hammerhead shark or something. I like the tail fins especially. It's almost got like a mermaid tail to it. Oh yeah. We're definitely going to give that a try. Okay, I'm not seeing any more red... Oh wait, no, it's a cave. These are not caves. Okay, so anyway, what did I come down here for? Thanks, Sonny. I know I get way too excited about things sometimes, but that's okay. Ooh, that is cool. I'm noticing some of the new graphics on these recent updates, and I'm very happy to have more variety in the game. Definitely did not disappoint. Okay, guys, now that I got my dummy builds down here, I can get back to work now on the wall pieces. So let's do just that. All the way up. Oops. I don't know why I thought the A button did that. That's the trigger, isn't it? Come on, baby. There we go. So how's your Sunday going, Sonny? Are you cooking anything exciting, more importantly? Because it's almost time for my second dinner, and I might need ideas. Save me from the bowl of ice cream I so desperately want. Oh, funny hack I found for my ice cream. So I actually eat a light vanilla ice cream. You know, it's lower fat, lower sugar, whatever. It's still completely unhealthy, but at least it's not as unhealthy as it otherwise could be. But anyway, it's just vanilla, you know, it's not super exciting. So I found that if I put just a little bit of soy milk into a bowl and then dump a couple of spoonfuls of cocoa powder in there, no sugar or anything, so it's just the soy milk, and then just kind of like mash that until it makes like a paste with a fork, it kind of turns into like a syrup, like liquid syrup, but not super liquidy, just enough to make it, you know, mix good. Anyway, then I dump the ice cream on top of that, and I mix it like they do at Cold Stone, and it turns those little chocolatey, liquidy, soy milky stuff, and it hardens them into frozen little bits. So it's almost like eating chocolate chips. So freaking good. So that has been my new naughty craving kick, I guess, is the best way to put that. Chicken, potatoes, and spinach for dinner. That sounds freaking awesome. I do not know how to like properly cook that kind of stuff, so I don't know. I need to learn. I hear there's YouTube videos on stuff like that. I suppose next you're going to tell me that you have YouTube videos on cooking. Well, I cannot believe I'm not out of silica powder yet. Don't get me wrong, not a complaint. I just figured I'd be going down there. Oh, come on. Come on. Wow, that is all over the place. Nuts. Nuts! Nope. That. Gotcha. There's a dummy wall in there somewhere that I'm never going to rip out because I don't know where actually it placed. Oh, there it is. Okay. If it was inside there, I would have just left it there forever, but that was easy to rip out. Okay. Let's go under agua here and get rid of the dummy builds, get my silicate powder back. Alright, that's it, guys. So now I should be able to show you what this looks like, you know, from the side. And yeah, that to me looks legit. It looks like a no-kidding actual industrial pumping station. Like there might be, you know, gearworks or something in there bringing up the minerals. We all know that's not how the game works, but like it legitimizes it from a layman's perspective, I guess you could say. Just wing it, yeah. I suppose if you have a good mind for like what stuff pairs good with others and what spices would go good with stuff. Like to me, I just tried dumping garlic, salted garlic powder on everything. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, so that's it guys. Bridge is done. End cap is done. I might go ahead and put a signal booster on there in the center, just, you know, for a little bit of polish. Yeah, I can dig it. Okay, now here's going to be the hard part. This is what I was playing with back and forth, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Building, tearing down, etc. How do I want to wire these? How do I want to wire these? And I think I kind of sort of know. But I had trouble actually making it happen to where I had everything hidden. So I'm going to try again what I was trying to do before. I think I used a wood build, just as a dummy build. You know, we're going to rip this back out, but... Okay, that kind of centers a snap point now. So I'm going to try to do piping first. Actually, I'll do electrical first. And I'm going to want that perfectly centered to this. And since height's going to matter, I'll use that white line just as a guide stone. Kind of hard to see where my cursor is right now. I think that's it. Boom. Okay, and I'm going to go left. I'm going to snap into this one. Again, I want this to be hidden. Boom. Then I'm going to come down. And I might have to rip some builds out so I can use that understructure for some of this. Okay, so let's try... Yeah, you know what? I do need to rip those out. Because I won't be able to see what I'm doing otherwise. This one too, maybe even. Okay, let's go to right there. I need to go lower than that. Right there, I think should do it. Now remember, each one of these you place, it's adding one build to all your limits. So you might want to keep that in mind, you know, if you're build limit conscious. Come on. Oh, I'm not in God mode. I'm like, what is going wrong? Me, I'm going wrong. Okay, and I don't know if that's going to be seen. It'll most likely be seen up through the floor, and see, I don't want that. So I'm actually going to probably lower this so it can be seen under these builds. So like I'll center it. Like that. And back that up a little bit to about that line. Doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, yeah, I probably want that to come further back. Okay, go back into snap mode. Now I can wire both of the digging machines. Okay, so now that should be hidden. Ish. And I went ahead and thought ahead, and I actually hot wired. Actually, I already ran a dummy experimental wire over. That's kind of weird. It's not giving me a snap point. Well, that defeated the entire purpose. Okay, lucky for me, I got a backup. Oh, that one's not wired, though. Nuts. Yeah, thanks, Sonny. I'm having a lot of fun with this build, this entire base. I'm really happy with the way it's coming together. Okay, they are hot. Okay, so it should be 3,500. So again, even though we didn't run piping to that center one, it's still fused, and it's still considered to be a part of the system. Okay, guys, that's what I was going for right there. That's what I wanted. Just enough of that electric wiring to be visible from underneath. And I want to do the same thing with the piping. You know, it's just an aesthetic. You know, if you really wanted to be able to see it better from the bridge, I could hang it down a little bit further, but before I do anything, I am going to rip this back out and make sure that everything is hidden as far as this stuff goes. Okay, so that dead ends right into the wall, just like I wanted. And then from there, it should all be hidden. Okay, yeah, good. You cannot see the wiring through the wall there, and of course that'll all be covered by flooring. So yeah, I think we're golden. I'll follow that exact same pattern on the other side. Actually, let me just make real sure here that that really is going to be covered up. Magic Pixel! Oh, Magic Pixel. Wherefore art thou, Magic Pixel? Bro. Oh, I don't have a floor piece over there. Never mind. Of course that's not going to place. Oh no, I didn't go down far enough. Alright, I'll get it. I just need to eyeball that better and come down below the floor line. I might actually have to go underneath. Maybe like right there. I'll try that. Very meticulous, trying to get that stupid wire to hide sometimes. Now what? There we go, jeepers. Yeah, see, that's not gonna do it. Okay, I'll just go ahead and try to do this from underneath. It's too bad I can't get a point there where I want it. But hopefully this will stay, you know, good and hidden. Unless you're really, really underneath the thing. But hopefully this will minimize what can and cannot be seen. Okay, that ought to do it. Stone wall. Let's see if I can place this time. There it goes. Okay, now I already know it's going to be low enough as far as the floor is concerned, and now it's completely hidden from the wall. So yeah, that's probably the way I'm going to have to go there. Wow, that took a minute. Yeah, so you can kind of see that, but again, it's out of the way enough. It's not going to kill me to just leave that be. You know, I could also just run it like underneath this wall, you know, hiding it further, and then it would have a snap point there going down. That would be completely hidden also. Yeah, let's try that actually. That might be a little bit easier anyway. Not only that, you won't have any exposure. Okay, so we're going to come down right there. We're going to go right there. So yeah, the wall's going to completely hide this now. Theoretically. One way to find out. Make sure this actually seals the way I want. This should be the how to hide electrical in stream. Alright. Really? That's there? See, the bad thing about doing this is it's going to add builds. I don't know if this is okay. Hopefully we can hide the cord, though, enough. Okay, that is definitely going to be hidden now. Okay, so we got the electrical. I want to do the exact same thing with the other side, which means I'm going to have to rip up these. No big deal. Actually, I should have left that there, nuts. So I can get the snap point that I need. I think right about there. Okay, now I need to rip that out. So we're going to want that right at the cusp of this thing. Okay, I'm going to have to go into free mode here because that's wanting to find a snap point that's too close. And then over here, I wonder where I had that exactly. So it looks like it's just under the floor build there. Oh, I'm done. Okay. I'm going to God mode it for the time being just so I can get these wired up. And I went about a floor build in. Right about center. Oh no, wait, I came out to the end, didn't I? That's right. And then out to either side. Very nice. Okay, now I'm not going to put the walls and stuff back together just yet. I need to probably use them for dummy points, but the piping, guys, I want the piping to look legit. So once again, I'm going to go back to that wooden dummy build because it's skinnier and I can get better snap points that are going to be more centered. And then I'm going to go right to the supply piping. Now, it might give me fits trying to place this. It's going to say, you know, whatever, can't place or whatever. But if you go into free mode, it should be able to do this without a problem. Now, hopefully the electrical wiring isn't going to be in my way. I might have to delete that one segment. So the electrical wiring is above that. I want that better centered anyway. Right above that. That deal there. Okay, now I'm going to go to the piping. Try to do this the exact same way. Again, I'll need to be in free mode. Now that I got the cable out of the way, I should be able to eyeball this a lot better. And just in case you're wondering, like, what markers I'm using, that is the center point of the build. That little black, whatever, donut-looking thing, right where my crosshairs are pointing. Then I got one marker here, another marker here, another marker here. So that's how I'm going to make sure everything's nice and centered and symmetrical. Okay, so I'm going to go down so that I can get a snap point. I'm not going to go to that marker or that marker. I'm going to go right in between the two. So hopefully, like, right there. And then all the way back here, I should have another snap point. Oh no, it won't let me reach it. You know what, I haven't saved the game in a while. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Okay, so I want it right... Uh-oh. Gotta go into free mode, apparently. So again, I want my cursor to be right dead center to those two markers. Then I want to go up to white line. Or I could actually even flare it out just a little bit and go to that marker. That might look cooler. And I want these to be leveled out like that. That's really not going to cooperate, is it? Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to... If I want it leveled out, it looks like I'm going to have to go more in the center here of those two. And that's okay. I mean, that still looks cool. See, right about there. Booyah. I'm going to go ahead and place another one over here, just like that. Right smack dab in the middle. Go back into snap mode. I should have my other snap point back here. Very nice. And in case you guys are wondering how I got these snap points, I'll show you that here briefly. That was probably in the last video. Toward the end of the last stream last week, I did this. I kind of put a couple of dummy builds in here just for the snap points. So, yeah, I just kind of made sure they looked nice and parallel. They were spaced about the way I wanted, and it all worked out. Uh-oh, that other one didn't go in level, did it? Maybe I need to start with the snap point to make that happen. Okay, and I'll definitely want to go into free placement here. And where's my markers? I cannot see. There we go. Oh, those are really tough to see right now because it's dark out. So I'll just go ahead and follow that up right to that center point. Booyah. Alright, so that's the look I'm going for right there. And remember, when I put that concrete wall back up, that is going to look freaking legit. But we can't put the concrete wall back up just yet. Actually, yes we can. Actually, no we cannot. I need to put the wall window back up so I can get the hidden snap points going. Alright guys, once again with the piping, I'm going to start in snap mode, and then I'm going to go into free mode. Excuse me. And guys, this is going to be kind of tough to place because you want to make sure it's going to be completely buried under wall. So you really got to try to find a center point here where you're not going to see the pipes out of either side. That's going to be awful close. You know, if it's kind of looks like it's shaving the edges there, I'll replace that. And actually, I won't know until... I try slapping the wall back in there, I guess. Yeah, see, that's no bueno. Okay, so I'm gonna have to... do these again for one. I'll have to put the snap point on the back side of this thing, I guess. And that still might stick out, but I don't know how else to do it. Oh, I think I just found a solution. Get rid of the wall altogether. Alright, I'm gonna get this worked out, I promise. Bear with me here while I find the magic snap point to make sure that this cable is good and hidden. Okay, go into free mode here. The thing I don't like about this is I don't have markers anymore, so like, it's going to be a lot of eyeballing. But I guess I'll just go halfway in between those two beams, or whatever they are. It's like halfway in between that metal beam and this metal beam, so it's, like I said, it's just going to be a really up to eyeballing it. Then I'll bring cursor down to about this point. Whoops. That dropped off, didn't it? Okay, right about there. So from underneath, as far as it'll go before it, you know, jumps the ledge. Alright, now we're going to try moving pipe from that over to the side. Kind of hard to tell where that needs to go. Alright, let's check this out. So from there, it's definitely buried. See, I really wanted it to go into the wall, but I just don't see a way to do that. Kind of like what the electrical cable did. But yeah, it's definitely buried. Like, I see nothing. Ha 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 ha. I don't remember if I tried the snap point on the other side. Give me a second to give that a feel. Okay, so I know it needs to be lined up with the light here. And then as soon as it looks like very level, parallel, like that, I guess I'll just go ahead and place it. But see, I have a feeling that's going to stick out back too far. Yeah, I can already see by eyeballing that it's going to be a disaster. Well, it's not a disaster, it's just visible. But can I live with it? For that aesthetic? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm actually going to replicate that now on both sides. Whoops. Nuts, I forgot the build. Gotta have that or nothing else works. Okay, so I knew I'd be spending some time on this part. I just didn't realize it'd be this much time, but I'll get it, guys, I promise. Sometimes you just gotta take it out and play with it a little bit. Okay, once again, I'm gonna go into non-snap mode here. And again, as soon as that levels out, about like that. Oh yeah, that's crisp. I'm feeling it. Actually, before I do that, I need to square away the electrical. See, now why am I not getting my snap point? I don't understand this. It's giving me that one. Great. Really? Might just be because that cable is like super long. I don't really know what the issue is here, but maybe if I open my menu here and get this snap point, it'll show me the other one. Maybe. Come on, baby. No joy. Wow, this is ridiculous. What's up with this one, No Man's Sky? Huh? Huh? Care to explain? Some guy's watching this right now, rolling his eyes. Alright, it's whatever. I'll figure that out later. Do I already have a snap point up there? I sure do. Okay, so I'll try to duplicate what I did. I had it right about there, I think. I just want to make sure that looks okay now. Now, why did only one side show through? Okay, I'm not going to play with it on live stream here, but at some point I do want to fix that. I've shown you guys how to do it. You just really have to play with it. You know, I hate to say it, there's no super fast way to just slap them in there and make sure they're hidden. And I go through this every time I try to hide stuff. So, again, I just have not found a super fast, easy trick. Normally, if I just use the wooden walls in place of a concrete, it's more than enough for the cables, the electrical. It's this kind of piping, though, I tend to have issues with. And actually, I think I might see... why? This doesn't quite touch this wall, where over here it does. Probably because that electrical cable's in the way. So let's see what I can do with this. Ooh, that's gonna definitely kill it. And by kill it, I mean hide it. Oh yeah! Alright, baby. We are in business. Nice and flush, all nice and hidden. Loving it. I am McDonald's. Am I allowed to say that? Alright, let's go ahead and now connect the piping similar to the way I did it over here. So from here it should be real easy to hide. Actually, no, I'm going to have to get rid of this first. We're going to have to kind of do what we did before, I think. As a matter of fact, I might just go underneath on this one just to make it super easy, because this is not going to be super easy. So check this out, guys. Brains hatching babies again. I'm going to go right from here, straight down, underneath. Whoops. And go ahead and, you know, do free placement or whatever. And get that kind of nestled up in there as high as it'll go. Make sure that pipe stays hidden. Looks like I nailed it. Go ahead and go back into snap mode. Ah, check that out. Captain Tight Pants. Reporting for duty. I keep forgetting it's Admiral Tight Pants. We own a fleet. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and go straight over to this one, and I'm going to go right under that electrical wire, guys. I want my snap point to be just under that electrical. So centered, about like that. But I want it to be flat-ish like that. Okay, go ahead and once again, whoops. Go back into God mode here. Snap mode. Free mode. And I'm going to stop this one short. Of the electrical. So right about there, right where it levels off. Pow! Now guys, the problem with this is, and I should have thought ahead on this one, you can only put 2 on a given snap point. So I cannot flare this one snap point out to either side, in other words. You can only really make an elbow. So what I'm going to do is just kind of dead into this one. Yeah, making sure that's connected right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and wire it that way. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Do not deviate, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Okay, so I'm going to get underneath, again, exact same, whoops. Exact same point here. I think I was like nestled right in here. Right? And then same type of party on the other side. I want that right under that electrical. Just like that. Booyah. Okay, down here go into free mode so you can hit that underneath the cable. As far as it'll go before it gets all crooked. Right about there. Once again in snap mode. And finish her off. Oh yeah. Now that's looking legit. That looks like a no kidding proper pump house now. With a couple appendages. Okay, now you might be wondering, well wait a minute, those aren't connected. They are not, but they will be. I'm going to be putting a silo down at the main base, so you know it's easy collection. That way you don't have to run all the way out here just to get a bunch of stupid cobalt. So yeah, at some point these will connect up and all be one system. Or I could leave them completely separated and put a couple of silos at the other end. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Alright, last time I should have to build this stupid door frame. Come on, baby, last time. Alright. I see no piping. I spy no piping. No piping. No touchy. Sweet freaking deal. Okay. And just to make sure that piping isn't really going to bother me from the outside, I don't think it is going to, but... yeah, you really can't even see it anyway. Awesome! Alright guys, so to finish this little build off, I'm going to go ahead and slap the floor in. And hopefully find my snap point. I love how the snap point shows up when you're not cursoring that. Like right there, there's the snap point. It's right there. It's right there. But then you go to get it. Haha, gotcha, sucker. It's like, yeah, screw you. Alright. Enough fooling around with snap points. Fun with snap points! So now let's go ahead and get our triangles built and finally finish this build off. That's like the third time I've replaced this floor, by the way. Come on, baby. You know you want to go in there, so just go in there. Save us both a little... magic pixels. Gotcha. Alright, guys. Finished product. Now, these are all wired. Everything is hidden. Booyah. The only issue I don't understand why it's like malfunctioning right now is why is it that when I run cable out here, it's not giving me the snap point? So let's see if I can actually wire this now. No, no snap point. Wow, now I'm not getting that snap point? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh, that's right, I ripped that wire out, okay. And I do see just a little bit of hose there, and honestly, I'm going to let it fly. That's okay. If I really wanted to, I could scoot that over a little bit again. That's just wasting a bunch of time in stream here for silly stuff. Let's go ahead and put this... It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be completely hidden. That should hide it, I would think. Okay, now I've got the snap point back. Nice. Now, this is the last time... No, wait a minute. Nope, nope, don't do that yet. Not the right time. First, we need the dummy wall. And watch, it's not going to let me place it because my dude is standing right there. My dude. Captain Tight Pants. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this again. Oh, now I'm getting a snap point. I don't understand, but I'll take it. Oh, maybe it had something to do with putting the wall back in there that it was originally snapped to. I don't know why that would matter. But I'm not going to complain right now because it's working. Haha! And we're fully wired, baby! Look at him go! Okay, so we should have 3,500 per side. Oh, they fused. That's right, because I have the cables ran too close together over here, so now it's all considered one network. So technically you don't have to actually fuse the pipes, as long as they're close enough. Close enough counts. Yeah, thanks, Sonny. That was very labor intensive. But hey, it's up and running. The building's constructed, completed. Oh yeah. Okay, now is going to be the last time I have to place the accursed stone arch. And there it is. Alright, oh yeah, and I'm definitely digging that. Definitely digging it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is show you how to get that constructed on the other side. And honestly, I can go ahead and rip these dummy cables out since they're not working anyway. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that on the other side first. I'll get that little triangle thing built with all the snap points. So what I did... I went to my... whatever these are called. And I basically just followed the contour of the wall sticking forward. So like that. Now I can't remember how high up I went. I think I went up there. So same thing over here. Whoops. That looks right, but I better make sure. In hindsight, I could have kept the teleporters there. That would have saved a little time running back and forth. Okay, yeah, that's definitely up a little bit higher than the windows there, but actually... It might be a lot higher up than the windows there. Oh wow, yeah, it's an entire... See, it's a good thing I came and looked. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and rip those out. I need to make sure I aim carefully because I get in a rush and then like I delete something I wanted and there's nothing you can do about it. It's already too late. Okay, so yeah, right up there, just like so. Alright guys, here's where it gets a little bit tough. Now the electrical line, that's easy. You know, it's just center point of the wedge here, no big deal. This is where it gets a little bit dicey. Trying to figure out where to put these, like how far to space them so you get snap points that you're happy with. And honestly, that's too far away. Actually, if I center my character right in the middle, I might be able to god mode both sides. Yeah, thanks, Sunny. I'm really happy with this one. This might be my new favorite bridge build. Yeah, that thing with cables. Oh, and I need to delete that stupid thing first. I'm not quite there. So close! Oh, you're killing me. Okay, well, it was a good try. So anyway, what I might do since I can't god mode it, I'll just go ahead and, you know, hot foot it. But I will go ahead and rip this out. Yes. And then I'll try to get this better anyway, like more centered and, you know, level, because I like the level look. I don't like it when it's all twisted like this, sideways. That does not do it for me. And wow, I might not be able to do that. I wonder if I go on top here? Okay, it works on top. Huh. That's interesting. I might just put all these on top here to make sure I get those nice flat points. Yeah, I might have to do that. But before I actually do that, I'm going to experiment, make sure it's actually going to work. You know, I don't want to have to put that wall back up, guys. I'm telling you, no more walls. No more stone arches. Those days are behind us. Not only that, it'll be a heck of a lot easier to place than what I was trying to do. Theoretically. The thing I don't like is there's no guides, you know, getting back to that whole thing. So make sure they're symmetrical. See, I don't know how I would do that exactly. I guess you just gotta eyeball it. Hope for the best. Try to center that right on the beam. Now there's a line here. That might be just what the doctor ordered. Okay, right there on that line and centered on the beam as best as I can. Actually, that does feel like it's a lot easier. Ooh, God. Oh no, see, they twist. Why are they twisting? Maybe if I start on that side, it'll change it up. I don't know why that matters, but it looks like it does. Whoops. Okay, so that's what it is. You have to start with the wall piece back there. Well, gosh, that's silly. Okay, I'll take it though. It's working. Now that's not exactly centered, so I might have to play with that a little bit and make it look better. Actually, no, that is more or less centered. Yeah, it sells. I'll do the same thing with the electrical. Oh no, I'm not going to get my snap point, am I? You know what? Let's go ahead and start over there just to see. I might have to put that stupid... Oh, no, I got it. Nice! Alright, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time in whatever freaking planet I'm on right now. Alright, snap point right in the middle of that wedge. Booyah. Oh, that's going to be tough to see with it dark out. But I think we'll be okay. Right in the middle of the wedge there. That's about it. I want to be a little bit more overhead. Make sure I hit that right. Isn't it nice that they make the stuff glow? Like around where you're placing? I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that before, but I've always appreciated that. Okay, I think that's about center. It's kind of tough to tell, but I'll go ahead and go with that. And then piping. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and see if I can find those same lines. So try to center as best as I can. Right on the line. Okay, now see, these lines are not lining up. But honestly, that's probably okay, because we just need the snap point. Yeah, maybe I'll try to parallel that off a little bit better. Like that. Okay, looks pretty close. Go ahead and... Uh-oh. First I've got to get rid of the piping there. Now hopefully this will stay nice and flat from snap point to snap point. And so it does. Alright. Now we're cooking with grease. And I kind of like it resting on top better anyway. It looks like it serves more of a purpose, I guess. Alright folks, you would basically just rinse, lather, and repeat that whole process on the other side. And I guess I can just go ahead and do it since I'm already in it. What are we, about 2 hours in? Yeah, I think we can go ahead and finish this off. It's not terribly late. Oh, before I did all that running. Tee-hee-hee. Actually, no. I need to get my dummy piping laid first. Okay, so yeah, those are definitely not parallel. So about center point there, ought to do it. And I'll try to parallel that out as best as I can, centered over here. Right about there? Sure. Okay, as long as that stays level, I'll be happy. I will be very happy. Please tell me it's not too far away to actually snap. Uh-oh. Oh, nuts. Did I not delete that? Yeah, I didn't delete the dummy build. Fiddlesticks. I wonder how many steps this is. I can hear his footsteps. I just don't have the patience to count them out. Come on, baby. Stay nice and level for me. Oh, yeah. Nailed it. And since I'm already here, I might as well do the electrical. Okay, right smack dab in the middle of that wedge. That ought to do. Same type of thing over here. Should work. Okay, center and parallel. Those are your watchwords. Center and parallel. That ought to do me. Come on, baby, stay level. Alright, so that's working out a lot better using the tops of the builds. Okay, now this time, check me out, guys. I remembered. Dummy builds! Yay! Okay, now what I need to figure out is how I'm going to run the cable through the base. That needs to be determined. Uh-oh, what happened there? That was weird. Like one of the pipes despawned and then it just came back and said, "Hi, I'm still here." Okay, and just to show you what we've got now on the bridge span. Very freaking cool. But see, I don't know why it despawns like that. There it is. Just the way the game is, I suppose. But they're all there now. Alright, yeah, we're definitely good to go. Right into the building nice and flush. Don't need that out there anymore. Okay, I think I know why it's only showing one pipe. You have to connect it from the same side and then reconnect it to the other same side. So I would like have to start both over here and end both over here, or vice versa. And then they would both despawn or spawn in at the same time. So they're just far enough apart to where that's causing an issue. And that's okay, I can live with it. The game isn't perfect, but, you know, they do their best. Oh no! Nemesis Tamaziri, right? I said Nemesis Tamaziri. Well, I got the S right. I got the T and the N backwards. Yeah, I said that completely wrong. I should have said Nemesis Tamaziri. That would have been closer. Alright, anyway, just in case you're wondering what that was all about, anytime I take self-harm, you know, suffocating, whatever, I always have to try to say a difficult word. And I still have not been able to say that difficult word correctly yet without looking at it. And I'm probably still not saying it correctly. Anywho's. Okay, yeah, now I really want to figure out how I want to wire this into the main building. Actually, I might just go right into the wall here. I'm not going to worry about hiding this stuff. Right above that light. And the reason I'm not going to care about this, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, we're definitely going to have to go into free mode there, for sure. Okay, right about there, ought to do. What is going on with snap points here? Oh, that's right, I was in free mode. I'm a big giant genius. I forgot to put it back into snap mode. Okay, take it out of snap mode. Right above that doohickey. Right about there's. That could have gone a little higher up. Okay, this time I'm going to remember snap mode. Look at me go. Free placement enabled. Oh wait, no, that's not snap mode. Okay, now I can go into free placement. I'll try to do a better job of lining that up there to the other side. That's better. Okay, back into snap mode. Oh, no, wait. Before I do anything else, I'm going to switch gears and go to supply depots. I'm going to put one right freaking here. Actually, I'm going to do that from the outside, and I probably don't need to be in God mode anymore. Reason being is there will be less of this thing on the inside. So I'm going to go all the way next to the rail as close to this point as possible. In fact, I might even remove the railings here just so I can hit the magic pixel spot on the very edge of that floor piece where it meets the wall piece. Just to make sure it's good and out of the way, you know, for the walking path. So just like that. Other side, the exact same thing. Come on, magic pixel. There we go. Okay, so again, the bulk of the machine's on the outside now, not on the inside. There's just enough on the inside there to kind of walk past, you know, and scoop up what you will. And since that was blocked by the wooden build anyway, it doesn't really bother me much. I could even, you know, squeeze them in a little bit closer, but honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm kind of digging this. So from here, guys, I'll just go ahead and simply hook up some supply pipe to the snap points. And be done. So now again, this should all be connected. Okay, now they're separated on this side of things. That's kind of funny because the supply pipes are placed very close. So I've got a total of 9,000. That's almost a full stack of cobalt. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could connect them here, but yeah. We'll leave them separated. Why not? If I wanted to connect them, I would simply go snap point, free mode, and right under the build, guys. Like right under the build. So that that supply pipe is going like straight down. You could even go like backwards a little bit if you want. But yeah, we're going to hide that a little bit. So I'll do the backwards thing. Go ahead and get a snap point back. Go ahead and go back into free mode. And how far in did I come? Just past the thingamahoozy. Go ahead and go back into snap mode. And go ahead and, once that's connected, we should be done. So now that should be completely fused system. And so it is, 9,000. Okay, I'm happy, guys. So that's what I set out to do tonight. I just wanted to get everything wired the way I wanted. Everything nice and pretty, like, done, you know, good to go. Oh, and check this out. We can actually scoop it up from this floor, too. So honestly, I might move these depots because they are kind of in your face here. They're so big, and you cannot scale them, which, you know, makes matters even worse. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it still kind of fits, but again, they're just kind of in your face here. So what I'll probably do at some point is tear those out and run that piping, you know, another way, and maybe put a depot out here or something, you know, at the launch pad. Or, you know, I might nestle them somewhere else inside this build here, somewhere where it's more out of the way. Not only that, guys, we still have to work on the basement. I still have not completed this building and getting us downstairs here to our nanite balls, or whatever you want to call these things. Curious deposits, runaway mold, nanite crafting there. But yeah, the basement is really what I want to splurge on next. So, you know, I'll finish hollowing this out. We're going to make it cool. And we're going to make a nice, pimpin', legit basement. Man cave. Alright, guys. I am going to go ahead and call this one done. I am very happy with it. I hope you guys had fun and learned a little bit along the way. I actually learned a couple of things myself on this one. Especially with those supply pipes getting them to go in, you know, crooked versus flat. So, yeah. That definitely worked itself out. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed it, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is always appreciated. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy building. You didn't miss much, Sonny. I was just finally getting the thing done. And I'll go ahead and, since the weather's nice, I'll just run through it one more time and show how it turned out. But I really like having that supply pipe right overhead. I'm definitely digging that design. Like, it gives the bridge a purpose. Ooh, I'm sorry, but that is a cool photo. Yeah, I missed it. When they were more over the bridge, it was a cool photo. I might be able to get back there fast enough. Oh, they got away from me right before I pushed the camera button. Unbelievable that that just happened. Oh well. It was cooler when they were over the bridge anyway. So guys, check this out. Or Sunny, I guess. This bridge is so long, we actually enter another territory of the planet. I discovered this while I was running back and forth the other day, Friday, trying to figure out how to end cap this thing. There it is. Area discovered. Camp Louise. Region of planet whatever. Yeah, I was like, holy crap, that's a long bridge. So anyway. But hey, it all still works out, so I'll take it. My microphone has been attacking me all day. During Zelda, this thing was constantly just... I don't get it. Stay. So anyway, that's how it came out, Sunny. Nice and flush up against the building. I couldn't be happier with this. Now I'm trying to figure out why those aren't powered. I must not have connected power on the other side. The attack of the microphone. Take 5. It's thinking about it. I know it wants to move. But this time I pushed it farther back, so it shouldn't go anywhere. As I was saying. I think the hardware that, like, you know, you screw to make it tighten and not move, I think it's just, like, going out. So I'll try to tighten that a little bit more here. Okay. We're still hot mic'd, awesome. So I just tighten that a little, we'll see if that helps at all. Yeah, it's just getting old. I've had that thing a good year now, so it's definitely served its purpose. And it served well. Yeah, just to make sure it's plugged in. I'm gonna figure out a nicer way to run this wire, but I guess that'll, you know, be during my basement build next week. Okay, yeah, that's definitely energized. So one more time I want to run out there. I just want to make sure these things are turned on and everything's, you know, working them properly the way it should, etc. Oh, thank you so much, Sunny. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely happy with this one. The only thing I'm really not happy with is, you know, the pipings spawning in and despawning at the same times. But, yeah, it's okay. Probably because it's just such a long span. Okay, yeah, they're turned on. I can see them moving around, so they're definitely energized, and yeah, we're rocking and rolling, guys. Super exciting. Everything's well hidden. Wait a minute. Okay, so these two... No, it's all one system. So we're getting almost 1,000 an hour. That is not bad considering... What is this hotspot? Only like 20%? 25%? So yeah, not a bad rate. Of course, you know, these are much higher. I think it's about 60% over here. 54, 55, whatever. But yeah, the system as a whole, 1,000 an hour is not bad. Especially for a B site. And I've got those out as far as they are. Yeah, not bad at all. Alright guys, I could talk about this all night. But I should probably bid you all farewell. Have a good night. Have an awesome week. Thank you for those of you that stuck with me tonight. Definitely hope you enjoyed it. Not sure if I did my proper outro yet, just in case I didn't. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That would be super appreciated. Until the next time, guys, best of luck and happy